must be in our minds.
Hey guys, this is John, bringing you one of my first in-depth add-on guides I use when playing my warrior. This add-on we're going to learn about is called TellmeWhen. TellmeWhen provides visual, auditory, and textual notifications about cooldowns, buffs, and pretty much every other element of combat. It's the add-on I depend on to understand what is going on around me and what I'm going to do to a target and what that target is doing to me. This add-on is great for veteran players who are looking to go to that next big step in their gaming skills. This add-on is great for getting to know all about your class. So if you're new to the class or to the game itself, don't hesitate to get it. What you see here is me and my character live. I've erased my previous settings, so tell me when on my war so I can start from the beginning, just like you are right now. Together we will go through my setup of TellmeWhen, and I will explain the features to it along the way and some other interesting tips as well. When you first log on to TellmeWhen installed, you will see one group of 4 icons in the center of your screen. To begin using TellmeWhen, right-click on one of these icons or boxes, and the icon editor will appear. You need to select an icon type from the drop-down menu and enable the icon, and then configure the icon to suit your needs based on the settings that are available. Alright, so as you can see here, there are these 4 icons. When these are showing, this means that the add-on is in configuration mode, or editing mode I guess you could say. If I were to get in combat and actually play right now, this add-on would not work. To hide it from config mode, you need to type /tmw or meaning TellmeWhen. However, we do want to be in configuration mode because we're going to set up the add-on, so don't do that. Alright, to begin setting this up, I'm going to need to right-click one of the boxes. Right away, the options pop up. Next, I'm going to go over to the group tab, and here you will see there are different groups. Most of these will be enabled already, but if you need more, you can enable more. I just want to mention a little advice I have on how many groups you should have. This is all about how you want to organize your timers and how they're displayed. For me, I have a group that shows me what I can do regarding my DPS rotation on a target, a group that shows that it targets offensive buffs that they're using, specifically important ones, and finally their defensive buffs. They're important defensive buffs. But we can get into the groups now, and I want to show you how I set up my timers. Just be aware that I don't fully invest every one of my cooldown timers into this add-on, meaning I use other add-ons to help me get an idea about when an ability of mine is up to use again, or other players' abilities. There's no particular reason I do this, it's just what I'm used to. Alright guys, let's start getting it to TellmeWhen and we can set it up together. Alright, first I'm going to do my DPS rotation bar here, and it's very important. I've highlighted my other videos. Actually, the previous video I just made was about DPS rotation, or my DPS rotation, and this bar is like key to keeping me on top of my rotation and my damage, literally. So we're going to do my Mortal Strike here in this box, my Overpower here, my Colossus Smash here, and Slam here, because those are the 4 abilities I use as damage, except for Execute, but I mean, I don't need to have that up here because I'll know when it's available just by looking at my target's health. But anyway, gonna start with Mortal Strike here. You gotta right click the box here, the first box. I'm gonna go to icon type, the drop down bar here. It's gonna be a spell cooldown. Okay, Mortal Strike is a spell cooldown. Gotta enable it first of all. And there's a little question mark. Addon's like, okay, what do you want to put in? Well, I want to put in Mortal Strike. Okay, Mortal Strike. We're gonna left click it and hit enter. You can see the icon shows up here and it shows up here. So we're good to go. Okay? Don't worry about spell cooldown and all that. This is, let's play around with these settings here. I'm just gonna show you my settings and how I play with them later on in the video. It's gonna exit out of that, do /TellmeWhen, and look, there you go. Mortal Strike, I can use it right now, right? Because it's spell cooldown, there's no cooldown on it right now, so it's available. When I use Mortal Strike, it'll disappear, and you'll see this goes away. Just want to point out here, the reason why I have this bar here, or I'm setting this up, is because I'm not a big fan of having to look down here to see if my Mortal Strike is ready to go. You know, I'm a real big fan. I'm trying to keep everything in the center of your screen because it's good to have that when playing arena, you know, especially high-end arena, because you don't want to be moving your eyes everywhere. I mean, I'm not a fan of that. Other people can handle it. I just, you know, why make it harder on yourself, you know? So this is a big it's a good thing for me to have this set up. If you don't like how it is, just, you know, keep listening and see what you think later on. So really, I don't have to have this Mortal Strike here. I can delete this and, you know, drag it out and throw it away. But because I, you know, have this set up. But I just keep it there just because I'm used to having it there, I guess. Anyway, can I go back to TellmeWhen here, and I'm gonna do Sunder Armor first, or not Sunder Armor, Colossus Smash first. It's gonna be a spell cooldown here. Gonna enable it. Colossus Smash. Select it. Left click. Gonna enter. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna do /TellmeWhen just to make sure it's there. There it is. I can use Colossus Smash right now if I wanted to, just like Mortal Strike. It's a spell cooldown. Alright, I'm going to show you the difference between a spell cooldown and a reactive ability. Okay, I'm going to right click, I'm going to set up my overpower. I'm going to hit enabled, going to go to reactive ability, and I'm going to do overpower. There it is. I'm going to left click this, hit enter, there it is, it shows up. Now look what happens when I get out of configuration mode and hit TellmeWhen. Look at that, it's gone. Because, and as you can see, it's on my action bar here, it's grayed out. Overpower is a reactive ability, guys, okay? Make sure you know your spells, and, you know, you have to be a warrior only watching this. You know, other people have reactive abilities too, not just warriors, obviously, so if this just appears, it's because it's a reactive ability. Now, if, let's say, a rogue was right in front of me or whatever, I always say rogue because they always dodge my attacks because their evasion and all that, and their dodge is crazy. If there was a rogue right in front of me right now, or I got stacks of overpower from using Mortal Strike, my overpower would appear right here, okay, because it's a reactive ability. It's very important to know that. Now, let's just say, you know, you didn't know that, right? We're going to do spell cooldown, overpower, and, oop, I'm sorry, did that. Okay, it's good to go, right? Now I'm going to do /TellmeWhen. See the difference here, guys? Overpower is now here, right? But why would it be here if I can't use it, right? You want to make sure your add-on makes sense. Your setup makes sense, really. Or your add-on's making sense. Either way, because I can't use overpower right now, and it's clearly showing it right there. Why? That's not good, because that's not going to help out at all if I were to start hitting something, right? So overpower should not be there, and, you know, just play around with this add-on. I mean, that's what I did when I first got this add-on, and when I initially thought it was a spell cooldown, because, you know, I thought, you know, initially overpower is a spell cooldown, because I want to make sure I know when it's on cooldown. And I went to go hit a target dummy or whatever, and, you know, the icon's there, and I'm hitting overpower, it's not working. It's because it's a reactive ability. So, you know, I went down here, I went to reactive ability, and it actually worked, which is great. And just remember, you gotta know the difference, guys. Reactive ability is definitely different. You'll see it go away here. Alright, anyway, gonna go to my second reactive ability, which is Slam. Slam is a reactive ability because I need Rage in order to use it, right? So if I get 30 Rage, or 30 Rage, or 20 Rage, wow, thinking seasons ago. If I get 20 Rage, Slam will be usable, right? So let's go to reactive ability, enable it, click Slam, or type in Slam. There it is. Alright, so when I do this, it should go away. Right? So if overpower is able to be used, it'll pop up. If I get 20 Rage, it'll pop up. Alright, that's all I need. It's perfect setup for my DPS rotation. I'm ready to go. And like I said, I can really drag out Slam right here. I can really drag out Mortal Strike and Overpower. And Colossus Smash I actually don't have on here because I only have it here. I only need it right there. I mean, so I really don't look at the bottom of the screen anyway here. That's another video. I'll go over, you know, my screen layout and like why it's developed, or not developed, oh my god, displayed. Developed. I did develop it though. I designed it, as you could say. Anyway, I'm gonna move on here, guys. I'm gonna stop wasting time. TellmeWhen right now. I showed you how to make groups earlier. You go down to group settings, and just simply click add another group. I'm adding a new bar, right? Now, oh, I'm sorry, let me delete that. Let's go back here. There's actually, I'm gonna go back here. We'll just go with it here. There's a group display method. You can do your bars, how it's displayed, or your icons. And I have icons because I like my icons. I'm gonna get rid of these rows. I'm only gonna have one thing here. That's how I have it on my other profile, so I'm just gonna do it the way it is. I really could change if I wanted to. I'm just thinking out loud, but I'm gonna go to this is all good. Got my icon enabled. Again, I can go to bar, but I don't like that. Icon. You can show me when I want this to be displayed. If I want to show this when, you know, what talent I want to be in, or if I'm in a specific talent, this could be shown. You know what I mean? But I don't worry about that. I want it to always be shown. Okay? I'm not really that picky, and I don't have that many things on my screen anyway that would really make a difference if I hit it or not. So anyway, I just wanted to show that. I mean, you can figure it out yourself. Gonna click out of this, gonna edit this here, gonna enable it, and I'm going to go to, is it buff debuff, right? I'm gonna type in here damage buffs, okay, or damage buffs will pop up. See all this stuff on the right side of my screen, or bottom right, all these different damage buffs that these classes use. They're like major damage, you know, recklessness, DC Dark Soul, you know, all these different classes, main like damage abilities that they use will pop up or show for this icon. So it's like a single icon kind of thing going on here. So, by the way, you gotta see units to watch here. I got you look at my mouse over here. I don't want to watch a player. I want to watch my target. Oop, I don't want to type it in. What am I doing? Target. Alright, so hit enter. It should be good to go. So TellmeWhen/TellmeWhen. There it's gone. Now, if I was facing, let's say I'm facing myself, I don't know, say I'm facing another warrior, I'm just going to click on myself, and he popped Recklessness, that icon where it was just over there will pop up, and you'll know that his Recklessness is popped. There's other add-ons you can get that you'll know if someone pops Recklessness. For example, Gladius, that most of you guys should know from doing Arena. There's other add-ons too, but I just know Gladius has those icons as well that shows who's popping what cooldown, defensive and offensive. But I don't know, I just like it here, so I mean, you don't have to use that, I just do. TellmeWhen, you can do the same thing. Really, I could just, you know, extend this icon bar and make two icons here, and just add defensive abilities on the right side. But because I really haven't fixed my bars in a while, I just made another group. Gonna put an icon mode here. Gonna only have one column, one row. I put like defensive buffs here. I know it's kind of scattered everywhere, but I right-clicked it, enable. It's gonna be a buff, debuff. It's gonna be on a target that I'm on. Gonna type in defensive buffs. Left-click it, hit enter. There it is. All right, so defensive buffs should. Any sort of defensive buffs here, let me actually highlight what was just on here. You know, bar skin, shield wall, Hulk of Shadows. You know that player popped it for sure. And you'll know to either, you know, get away from them or just switch target, not to stay on them, because you know they're popping their defensive cooldown, so why stay on them, right? Or just CC them, something, whatever you can think of. And yeah, so that's what I have for my TellmeWhen, guys. That's pretty much it. I mean, you can go so much more in depth than that's weird. You can go so much more in depth with this add-on, but just this is what I use. I mean, mainly this is really for my DPS rotation, which is what I like to use. And people have asked in my previous videos. I've actually made a DPS rotation video just before about what's my rotation, why I use it, and all that. And people are seeing this add-on and all these you know, icons popping up. You know, what's that add-on? And I wanted to make a video based off that video I made from people asking questions about TellmeWhen, because I've always used this add-on for a while, ever since it came out, and it's a really good add-on. Now here I'm just gonna jump to a target dummy. Actually, no, let's just do it right here. Let's do it right here, guys. Ready? Yeah, everything's good to go. We'll use a special item, guys. Special item for you guys, just to demonstrate what's going on here. A little punchy bag here. All right. Look at that, huh? My own dummy, anywhere I want. It's an hour cooldown, so I might as well make this video count, huh? Anyway, let's. I think this acts as a raid boss, so we'll see what happens here. It's not, it's not like the other dummies, the PvP dummies in Stormwind or any other capital you can think of. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, so just gonna demonstrate you my DPS bar and show you what happens. All right, so let's look at this right here real quick. Okay, good angle. All right, I guess. Okay, so Mortal Strike's able to be used, right? So I'm gonna use it and watch it disappear. Where'd it go? See, it's gone. You can see that when it comes back up, the cooldown, it pops up. I can use it again. Nice, right? Now look at, I'm just gonna go in the order I set it up before. Oh my god, Colossus Smash. I can use it, right? So I'm gonna use Colossus Smash. There it is. See the cooldown on my other add-on I have? It's on cooldown, now it pops up. Use it again, isn't it great? And you guys know, if you're a warrior, you know the proc on Sunder or Colossus Smash. Oh my god, if I say Sunder one more time. But yeah, when Colossus Smash is able to be used again, it'll pop up. Wish I could track it some other way. There we go. 4 seconds, right? 3 seconds here. This is gonna pop up. There it is. See? Now I can use it, right? So it's a great way, guys, to know my DPS here. Now let's go back to my overpower, right? When I use Mortal Strike, my 2 charges of overpower should pop up right here. There it is. Okay, now I have 100 rage, I can use my slam. I'm gonna keep using slam here and you'll see it disappear. Ready? Should go right now. There it is, it's gone. Alright, so 4 abilities I track on my bar here, and it's really good for my DPS. Now, instead of having to look all the way down here on these little small icons, you can have them all right here, nice and big, ready to go. Alright guys, so that's, my whole point of making this video is it's important to use add-ons or no add-ons that are out there just for your DPS rotation. And it's quite an add-on to use, guys, so sorry this video was too long, but just want to make sure this video was in-depth, and this was an in-depth video. And just play around with the add-on like I've said before, and you should really come to enjoy it like I have. Alright guys, this is John, thanks for watching.